I really miss being able to feel. I don't necessarily mean emotion and, happy, sad. I mean more of like, physical things like the feeling of, say, gripping something tight, or being able to move my hands, warm or cold water on like my body, or even just a real local sensation. Even more than that, even more than things like that I miss, those superficial things, these opportunities. And I think that's something I took for granted. I mean, just like anybody would before I broke my neck in the accident, and that it changed a lot of things into where when I see somebody turn down that opportunity to run a marathon or to help out a stranger, just all these things that you can gain so much life experience from, you don't understand how much those opportunities mean to you until you don't have them anymore. On April 25th, 2009, one of my good friends and I were in a rollover accident. I got ejected I was in the passenger seat out the rear driver's side window, so I kind of went kitty corner. As I was about halfway out of the window, the roof smashed down and caught me at my hips. And so every time we would roll, my upper body would just kind of smack the ground. And so somewhere in that, I broke my neck. I got to the hospital maybe an hour later due to the rain. They did surgery. I did about a year of rehab. Was in the hospital for about 3 months, and the rest is history. After I had broke my neck, I was going to therapy, and I saw on the wall, it was just a little plaque, maybe 5 by 5, of the previous distance record holder on a hand cycle. And at that point, I was just so bored of not being able to compete in things, say like baseball, or push myself in things like working out. And so when I saw that, I kind of kept it in the back of my mind, and I started hand cycling. But then a few years later, I really made the decision to push myself to break the world record. I decided to put into effect what's called Spinal ride, and that is, I'm going to ride my hand cycle from Idaho Falls to Huntington Beach to break the current quadriplegic hand cycle distance world record. Late September, early October of 2014 is when the final, or when the ride will happen. I've dedicated basically my whole life for these 20 months to complete this ride. And more importantly than holding the record, I'm doing it to raise money for a spinal cord injury rehab clinic that's helped me a tremendous amount, called NeuroWorks. With all the training that I've been doing and all of the organization for putting this ride together, I'm doing everything I can to raise as much money as possible for NeuroWorks so I can help out other people in my situation. So with your help and with your donations, we can make this ride possible. So during that ride, I can raise even more money for the people in wheelchairs who can't afford the treatment that I've been able to have. That's put me in the situation to where I can do something like this.